Hello.
Hello. We can't move, says Urbano. Are these tournament codes? I'm assuming
There are no tournament codes.
there are no tournament codes.
Yeah, it's very weird.
So we made the blind pick.
I did make the blind pick, yes.
Well, good morning.
Morning, everybody.
It's quite early. Imagine being mentally prepared to play League of Legends at noon.
Surprisingly, everybody was up at like 6 my time, which I was very impressed by. I mean, most of them are East Coast, so it was like 9 o'clock, but
Yeah.
still.
I'm sure a lot of them are just very excited to play as well. It's, I mean, potentially one of the bigger events of their lives. I hate that people who update their names on Discord like recently are still just one letter.
So I figured out what that was. When you go in streamer mode, if you have the same like name as your username, it'll like put ... so people can't just like add you on Discord. Which is weird.
That's really weird. Alright.
But I think when it does it like updates initially, if you have the same name as your username, it'll do the ... which is like kind of an interesting feature that they thought about, but don't freak it.
Oh, are they drafting? They're drafting.
We're drafting.
It's happening. I need to turn you up a little bit, I think. Can you talk?
Hello. How's it going?
That'll work.
Testing.
Welcome.
Mic check.
Should probably take care of this beforehand, but who cares,
Yep.
you know? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day one of the North American Challenger Champions League qualifier.
Champions League. Yep.
This is the Return of the Middlesticks broadcast. We're watching seed number 18. Return of the Middlesticks Premier take on Lotus. They don't have anything after their name, they're just Lotus.
Just Lotus, number 15.
Number 15. So, should be a fun match. Already, some bands. Emilio Gragas, Yumi Wukong, and Maokai not going to be played. I'm Maris, my co-caster's Lane. Lane, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm really excited for this day of games. Team's been working really hard. And yeah, finally get to show it off at some top tier competition today. So after the ACL match last night, I think these guys are really in a good headspace and are really rocking coming into today.
Yeah, pretty uncompetitive 2-0 last night against Kosa Gamers and ACL. So excited to see what they have for us today. Lotus hovering the first pick, Nico. How do you feel about counting minions early in the morning?
Yeah, I might catch him sleeping, see if there's an extra caster minion in your lane. But yeah, Nico is an absolutely just monster champ right now. You're able to just execute your ult very easily. And wow, RTM just going with both their solo lanes here early in the draft, which is a little wild.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. We're seeing a lot of solo lanes thus far. Both teams picking their mids. Presumably, I don't think Nico can go anywhere else. I haven't seen it anywhere else recently. And then yeah, slamming down the Olaf for Cookie Crook. That leaves Zeri, Lulu, probably.
Yeah,
for Lotus.
that is probably what it's going to be locked in here, and I think RTM will probably answer with Vi.
Well, you have
That's the
Vi.
best jungle to lock down.
If you're worried about support pool, I guess you could take an enchanter, but I don't know what's quite the same level in the headcanon as Milio, Yumi, and Lulu right now. Oh, they're gonna take the Vi so that Rodham can't have it. That's very interesting.
So I wonder if RTM will just go ahead and take like Lulu here so that they don't pick it up. Or you can just pick your ADC here, pair it with a lot of other things. So you'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Aphelios, Jinx still open. Viego.
I will say it is really, really hard to play red side, I think, on this patch, because there's so many like prio picks that you have to think about, like Yumi, Milio, Nico, Zeri. They're all really good. So a lot of teams elect to try to leave a couple up as an opportunity to get some of the OP on red side. Make use of getting your 2 picks. They get the best pick available, and you get 2 good ones. So.
Well, Viego picked up for Rodham. They're going to ban the Lulu. And we're just going to whittle away at bot lanes here, I would imagine.
Israel going down. I think that's actually pretty smart if they ban this away. Does pretty well into escaping Vi or the Nico. Being able to arcane shift out of those. Or away from the rest of the team.
Yeah, so what's that going to leave Rodham? Like a Lucian or an Aphelios or a Jinx, probably?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. We may see like a Lucian pickup here. Lucian's usually pretty high prio, especially if you compare it with Emilio, but even Lucianami has actually come back quite a bit. It's a pretty strong bot lane pairing, so.
Alright, well, Rodham with another ban opportunity. Are you worried about another enchanter? It looks like yes, Soraka go.
Yeah, my thought is that without the Vi, Nautilus looks really good into the Zeri, because you have that like instant press button guaranteed CC, just like you would usually do with the Vi. So I guess as we'll see RTM go for a Nautilus pick.
This could still be a Nautilus ban. We'll see if Lotus is thinking that way.
It's gonna be Lucian, so Zaya is to lock.
Yeah, Zaya just slapped down for Rodham for Puppet.
And that's really nice. It's really hard to play Vi into the Zaya. That's kind of the one fault, is if you pick Vi before the ADC comes out, you're able to pick that Zaya, and then it's going to force probably Lotus here to pick up the Rakan.
Rakan's Zeri isn't the highest synergy lane, so...
No,
like
it's still not bad,
kind of a weird matchup. But...
Yeah, I mean, RTM definitely is forcing them onto these, onto the Rakan here. Don't want to give that strong duo over. But yeah, this gives RTM actually quite a few chances.
Yeah, now that opens a Leona counter potentially. Leona is fine at getting on Zeri as well. But yeah, now you've seen Olaf the whole time, so you can slap down the Cassante for Xanflame. There's the Nautilus you were talking about. Not locked in. Still taking a second to think about it.
Yeah, Cassante kind of self-counter picking here, but I mean the champ is just so good out of lane that I think it will do fine even with the Olaf. You kind of have to get like a pretty decent advantage to push it on the Olaf. And yeah, Lotus, I think, actually loaded up on a lot of the premier picks here with Nico, Zeri, Vi, and Cassante. So I think they've done pretty good for themselves coming out of the draft.
Yeah, honestly, these look like pretty good drafts for both sides, or at least they got, like, both sides got things that they wanted, but not the whole. No one, I don't think there's a huge draft canyon in this game, but
no,
it does feel
definitely
like
not.
Lotus came out a little bit better, maybe.
Yeah, I think RTM definitely like favored the like counter picks into what Lotus was picking, but Lotus has like a lot of the premier picks. So we'll see if RTM is able to use some of their counter picks, like the Nautilus into the Zeri, the Zaya, counter picking Vi, and then Olaf into the Cassante. And the Viego pickup is kind of nice because RTM does have like a very clear goal. They want to go in, get kills, get resets on this Ari and Viego, and I think they have drafted a really decent team to be able to get those picks.
Alright, Ivano's ready to up, so we're waiting on our boys to get the ready call. And there we go. Oh, well, I fucked up the client, so hold on.
One moment.
And by fucked it up, I mean I have the teams on the opposite sides. There we go. This is high production value stream. It's like our high production value roster announcement. You know?
Yes.
We use what we have, which isn't
Only
a
the
lot,
best.
But I honestly still really like your little announcement. The crows are
Thank you.
inspired. But
I have been trying to learn GIMP, so I used Paint to make the background image, and then I used GIMP for everything else. So it was good fun.
Blind pick, so we don't have to sit through the second draft, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, it is. That is the one nice side about being able to. I mean, they're not like counting stats really from this game. They don't have the tournament codes to deal with, so you don't have to get the right bands in. So
Yep.
at least we get these blind picks going, and it's really quick.
The wiki isn't even up, so like, yeah, I don't know where we're at. I was struggling to find information about everything this morning. Sleepily,
Yeah.
and then remembered that we posted it in Discord.
Yeah, I think they really only care about the next series, which after this weekend it all goes to tournament realm. So yeah,
Well-
it's actually really big because you also get tournament realm access and champions queue if you make it past this weekend. So
the stakes, the tournament format, I guess we should cover very briefly for anybody who
yeah,
doesn't
for
know.
sure.
This whole weekend, so today and tomorrow, got 5 games no matter what. You win 3 and you qualify for the next phase. You lose 3 and you're out. So I have to keep an eye on overall performance throughout the weekend. We have 2 games today. So this one, our 15-18 matchup, and then assuming that we win, which, you know, could go either way, 15-18, but assuming we win, we'd get a pretty difficult opponent probably in the next round. So one of the higher ranking teams, and we'll kind of yo-yo back and forth as we go. If we lose, of course, we'd get probably a pretty easy opponent for the second game, comparatively by rank, but
Yeah. So it's a Swiss format. So if people don't know what that is, it's going to be 5 best of ones. We were seeded by a selection committee. So we're the 18 seed. We play the 15 seed. After this game, we will play someone with the same record as us. So if we win, we'll play against another 1-0 team. And those matchups are decided by the seeding again. So we will play probably like a mid-tier team. If we win, it'll probably be a little bit higher. If we lose, it'll be a little bit lower probably. So it's kind of how it should shake out for today.
yeah, it's the seeding is actually way more important than I think they casually give it credit for when they're making
Yeah.
the seeding. Because if you have a higher seed, you get side selection and you get an easier path through the bracket. So like, it's kind of insane that people who've never seen a lot of the players play get a vote, but that's neither here nor there. We'll not gripe about it. We
Yep.
had our gripes last time, especially, but
I did appreciate that Random and Caster after made a little spreadsheet of like who were the most like variant picks from what it ended up being, and it was mostly casters that had the highest variance picks, which was kind of interesting to see that in a spreadsheet.
Well, we're 18 seconds away from game number 1. Again, best of ones, so every game matters, and we'll have Lotus versus Rodham Premier onto the rip. This is where I'd play a hype video if I had one.
Where's our highlight track?
Just imagine, we're zooming in on the Rodham logo now, spinning around. There's plays going on in the background. Quick Shot just yelled something. Here we go.
It was like there was one with the beautifully laid out story there.
Alright. On to the Rift. Game number 1 of the day. Sleepy Boys, although I think a lot of teams took advantage of having a little 1-hour block scrim right beforehand.
Yep.
Um,
A lot of teams definitely did have that.
So hopefully most of the teams had a warm-up game. We don't see too many really weird mistakes because of the sleepiness, but here we go, on to the Rift for game number 1. 5-man stack headed toward bottom lane for return of the Middlesticks. They got a level 1 last night, twice in a row, so maybe trying to do the level 1ing themselves. And they have Nautilus, so why not? And here comes Boy Wonder walking in, ZKG. Oh, he doesn't get hit by the undertow. That might have been enough to be able to pick him up, but... Or at least force a flash. Instead, just force him to start W, which is fine.
Yeah, Lotus is gonna drop a deep ward for RTM invading, but RTM gonna get themselves one as well. I did fast forward just a little bit here because I think there were a few seconds left to make sure we were
Well, here we go. We're zipping.
on the same
Now
page.
we're still standing in this bush.
Perfect.
Everyone but Crook is standing in a bush.
It looks like RTM's gonna go for a late invade here, but Vi is on the top side, so they are probably just gonna be able to pick this up. Luckily, they for Lotus, they are gonna be able to see this because they dropped a ward on the rep buff. So we're gonna get a split map here, which I'm not really sure what's favorable here, but
since we can talk a little bit more freely, I don't think we're giving away any strategies. I know the guys in the Discord were talking a lot about trying to make bot lane as normal as possible.
Yeah.
So this is an opportunity to do that, right? Because now Drakowski has control of the bottom side of the Rift, which means that ZKG and Legacy can't do anything silly and really get out of control early on.
yeah, it's definitely the case here.
That didn't look like it hit, but okay. That skin's kind of wild. I've played against it like twice, and it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, some really favorable trades coming out here in top and mid for Lotus.
Yeah,
Now
something
you
to
do
keep
have to
an
be
eye
worried
on.
about this Olaf, yeah.
Level 2, just a little trading going on as they do get a good chunk out of ZKG. I was thinking Drakowski might have a little bit of an angle there, but didn't look for it immediately.
Interesting enough there, Lotus elects not to go for that stacked wave dive on the Olaf. Would have really put him out of commission with a kill there, but ends up not electing to go for it. That's always really scary with splitting the map. You're leaving one side to potentially get dove, especially on that top side. Got to play that really carefully on your early trades.
Yeah, and even scarier for an Olaf who needs a little bit of that early farm and scaling to be effective. Oh, Boy Wonder, I don't know that he wanted to hit that hook that he threw and has to flash away.
Yeah, definitely. It probably would have been a kill there. So a good flash, but maybe not the most necessary play that it needed to go for.
Oh, another tango
Nico
bar
is just
lands onto
bullying,
Max.
and
Yeah, Ivano doing a really good job in this matchup, though we saw Max actually have some success in last night, I'm pretty sure. It was Ariana
oh yeah.
Nico.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a matchup that is super good into Nico right now. I think she's kind of does it all. She's a lane bully, has really good range. The stun is just so powerful for gank setup, and then of course the ultimate in team fights is just so good. Yeah, after that set of buffs, Nico's just been amazing.
Yeah, a champion that we haven't seen in a while, so it's at least something different, I guess.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I know it's like 100% presence, I think, in LPL right now.
I'll freely admit I haven't watched a single game of LPL or LCK. So.
I'm not either, but that's what my teammates, my team's telling me, so I just gotta pick up.
I feel like my interest has waned a little bit in professional, unfortunately. Oh, Puppe and Boy Wonder will grab this wave. Not a whole lot of action happening. Kind of interesting, Drakowski zips into the enemy blue side right now, and I don't think that they actually are aware that he's there until maybe he steps on that Scuttle Crab. Might have avoided it, because there aren't any pings down on him. Now Hook gonna land in the bottom lane. I just don't think that they really want these trades.
I mean, it's not too bad of a trade, but
Yeah.
the sad part is they've got their jungler topside, and so trading HP here with Vi on the bot is definitely not great with that wave shoving out. But Nautilus is gonna maybe see spot Vi here on Drake.
Yeah, he went in to just check and used his hook a little erroneously, if you like that word. Flash forward from Legacy as he'll pick up first blood on the Zeri, and now Dragon will go over to Lotus.
Yeah, definitely a mistake there from Boy Wonder, hooking in to try to disrupt. We didn't really see if he was trying to hit wall, what he was doing there, but
I think he was just going in there a little fast. I don't think he expected Rapid to be there for whatever reason. Granted, we only have this like split-second snapshot of what actually happened. He might have been trying to disrupt the Vi on it, but that seems like a risky play. Anyway, a lot of pings going down on Drakowski, who's in the area. Dragon gonna get picked up. Meanwhile, Crook and Sandflame just scrapping it out in the top lane. A little knock-up gonna land onto Puppe as Boy Wonder's able to rejoin. A couple autos coming through from Puppe. Crook is really low, and the
yeah, I also got the pause.
Paused at 630. He takes an extra tower shot. Crook looking for an undertow, not able to land it as a little dash away. He's got the little shield as well. Now undertow gonna land Crook into auto range, and he takes him down. Meanwhile, Pop Blossom lands onto Drakowski. The game has exploded in violence all of a sudden. Hook not quite there from Rapid. Max is able to finish off Rapid though, as Ivano took down Drakowski, and it's a 2-for-2 across the map, I guess.
Yeah, overall, 2-for-1 for RTM because we had the Zeri kill earlier.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, but RTM just coming up with a small advantage there. But yeah, not a lot has been happening this in this early game. This 7 minutes, only 4 kills so far. Very minor fights, but I think as we start seeing these level 6s for the champions come in, we are definitely going to see some more fights. Both these teams are really scrappy, so I expect the team fights to be quite good as we extend into the game.
I always love this. Will probably sound pretty stupid, but just the confidence in the jungle minions that these high tier junglers have.
Yeah.
If I saw that buff at 21, I'm going back and hitting that because I have no faith in my little frog to pick it up.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Well, Max on the board, Crook on the board. On the other side, though, Ivano and Legacy picking up the kills. I mean, you probably favor that gold distribution onto Lotus's carries for sure.
Yeah, definitely. RTM is going to start up the Herald here. It is pretty low, but it doesn't look like Lotus is going to give this up freely.
Yeah, Rapid charging up the Vault Breaker. Where's he going? 700 health, smited away by Drakowski. And no one has picked up the Eye. Now Crook able to get it as he takes an extra Blooming Burst for his trouble. Sandflame trying to cut him off, but the Axe should be enough to deter him from heading in. A lot of rotation up here. Actually, Puppe is the only one who's not on this side of the Rift currently.
Yeah, and that's actually really big for RTM because they were able to start that up before Lotus could quite get there in time, had it low enough that they were able to finish it off, and Puppe was able to just collect plates for himself in the bot lane during that. So really nice turn of events there for RTM. Very scary, very risky play, but we're able to make it work, and they get both sides of the map.
Yeah, Pup now has to have his happy feet on and sidesteps the Recon W. That was actually really impressive by Pup.
Yeah, really nice play. Doesn't even have to expend anything there, just a very easy sidestep of the Recon W. Makes it look easy, I should say.
Yeah, makes it look super easy. I couldn't do it, but I couldn't do most of the things these players have done.
That's the Smash Bros hands coming on you, and right there.
Everyone kind of converging around the Scuttle Crab. I don't think we're really going to have a fight, but...
Yeah, so far in the early game, things have been really, really even. As we look across the board here, CS is pretty even except for a small lead for RTM and bot, and then mid has really opened up. 20 CS lead, and that's just kind of the Nico laning power coming through. Oh, Vi overextended?
Vi... Oh, just dodges the charm. So, a little bit expended there. The Soul Rush. I'm tired as well. Sorry. The Ari ult is gone. Sandflame and Crook renewing pleasantries, and this is going well for Crook as he'll pick up his second solo kill of the game.
Yeah, that's really nice there, and he's got the Herald on his side too, so that should mean he's going to get probably 3, maybe the full tower here with the plates. So really nice on this counter pick, performing it well. And again, Cassante was picked in to this Olaf. It's not like RTM picked it as a counter in response. So nice to see Crook finishing that off. But oh man, the tower took a while to take down. He might go down for this one.
Yeah, Sandflame just channels his teleport in, trying to chase down Crook. Gets a little stun and the knockback. Can Crook fight his way out with the help of his 6 minion allies? It doesn't look like it. Oh, the little shield.
Well, he is staying alive.
He's out of mana,
Oh my
though.
gosh, okay. If he had any mana for an axe or anything, he might have actually been able to turn that, but doesn't quite have it. Is going to be very rich after picking up that tower, so...
Yeah, Pup in a little bit of trouble. Uses the Feather Storm to dodge out. Actually doing pretty well. Boy Wonder's going to be the first victim of the fight, but because Drakowski is in, he's got the Heartbreaker resets. Rapid low, but he still has his ult. Can't quite finish him off. It's a double kill now for Legacy, who's just chasing down with that Lightning Crash, and Zeri now 3-0.
Yeah, it was a really well-played fight there by Lotus. They basically pick up the kill onto Boy Wonder almost instantly there. And the Recon W from Drakowski after he transformed wasn't quite able to land to finish that off, and Zeri got to free hit with her ult. So nice 2-for-1 there on the bot side, and that is going to be the second Drake. I think that is really big for them. They want RTM to be funneling in towards these objectives and fighting around them, especially with the great ultimates they've got in the Nico and the Recon. So I think getting that early Dragon lead will definitely force ROTM towards these objectives.
Yeah, not much between the two teams so far. It's the 2 dragons and about 200 gold. So really really even game so far. It's the split map though. It's Crook ahead on the Olaf compared to Zeri, or Legacy ahead on the Zeri.
Crook is carrying a lot of this lead for RTM, however marginal it is.
Yeah, Max
finds a
good
gank
for the
here.
charm. That's not the right one, but the axe lands onto Ivano. He's still got flash to get over the wall, but Max dashes forward. Drakowski's here, can't quite land the stun, and Ivano is out of there.
Yeah, not too much expended there. Max, of course, losing his ultimate, but outside of that, they do get the Nico Flash, which is a really powerful tool around these team fights. So that being down is a big pickup for RTM. Gonna go into Legacy here.
Yeah. Sorry, Nautilus. I'm just watching without commentating.
Yeah, no worries.
My bad. ZKG taken really low, but able to get out with just a sliver of health. Legacy is fine after getting popped up by the Nautilus ult, and again another convergence from RTM, not really paying dividends for them.
No, they do get another flash down from an important character. They get Legacy's flash and they get TNG.
Oh, he didn't get spotted. That was really. Oh, it was the Viego cloud. That doesn't give vision. Crook's just going to walk in blind. The Viol comes down onto Crook. He's just trying to run out the other side of the fight as they realize Legacy is there now. Sandflame and ZKG collapsing, and Boy Wonder is going to get popped in the air by the Pop Blossom and taken down. Rapid still chasing in with Legacy. I don't think that they'll be able to find Crook, but another little mistake from ROTM costs them another kill.
Yeah, just a really bad overextension there. They didn't have any ults because they just used them in that fight and then just stayed too long. Yeah, it's going to mean Rift Herald at number 2 going to be taken down uncontested for Lotus here.
Yeah, Sheila not long for this world, unfortunately. ZKG is fine. He's just recon, so get out of there. And Rapid will pick up the counter Rift Herald. What are you looking to do with this Rift Herald if you're Rapid?
I think you just plop it down in mid lane, try to take that tower if you can. Around this dragon timing, force RTM to choose between their mid lane tower and the Drake. And RTM, I think, is going to take the Drake, so that's probably the best use of it. I don't think Rift Herald, the second Rift Herald, is like that great of a pickup, but if it's free, definitely take it. But definitely not worth throwing the game over.
Yeah, everyone from Rodham kind of buzzing around this mid lane area. Max did teleport up to that top lane and is currently unavailable for any skirmish if it were to happen. Pup Crook and Boy Wonder go to work on the tower, and they'll be able to take down the mid tower with just a little bit of counter pressure happening. Drakowski's on these Raptors. He's been spotted now by Rapid, gets hit by the Vault Breaker. They'll try to lock him up. He'll have the Heartbreaker back over the wall. Rapid in a little bit of trouble, dashes away with his second Vault Breaker. ZKG low gets taken down, but the Nico ult pops up for Pup, still fighting his way back, trying to kite through. Legacy is untouched in the backline, and now he'll get knocked up by the Vi ult. It's a double kill for Legacy as he walks his way through, and Pup gets taken down. A triple kill for Legacy, one extra for Ivano, and the game kind of busts wide open off of that play.
Yeah, I think RTM actually had a decent fight to start there, but the Nico ult coming in, getting 4 people in that, absolutely blew up the team, and that was the saving play. Now Zeri with 6 kills here. He's going to be the target for RTM with that giant shutdown, but is super accelerated off that.
Yeah, so the first real lead of the game for either side has been grabbed by Lotus. This dragon still going to be a point of contention, I imagine, as it hasn't been picked up yet by Lotus. They'll drop the Rift Herald in bot lane. Drakowski walks in and sees that they haven't started it yet. Pup just going to get hit by a gleaming quill across the bow. But now this 3-man squad is separated from the two. It doesn't look like Rodham can really pick a fight that quickly. Drakowski scouting out, just trying to see anything that they can. But Rodham has control of the river currently.
Yeah, this is a tough spot to be in. Ivano, keep your eyes on Ivano here with the flash Nico engage potential.
Yeah, Boy Wonder hits the hook onto Rapid. They'll take the Dragon. In comes Ivano with another 3-man knockup with that Pop Blossom. And Rodham's health bar is just disintegrating. Drakowski turns into Rakan, which maybe doesn't benefit him at this point. Max is still alive, but he can't quite finish off any kills. He's in looking for Rapid, but he's just got enough shielding, and it's an ace for Lotus.
Yeah, RTM does pick up that third Drake, but Lotus doesn't care about that. They're just going to take RTM's lives. Able to execute a great team fight there. Even without some key flashes being down, and they are going to get all 5 members of RTM for the Drake.
Yeah, and you can see just on the scoreboard how this has happened. 9-0-3 for Legacy on Zeri, 3-0-7, excuse me, on Ivano. These are the players that need to be shut down if you return to the Middlesticks, and they've just had so much trouble getting onto the Zeri and sticking to her, and the Nico ults have been just disgusting so far from Ivano.
Yeah. Oh, CKG maybe a little bit of an overstep. Gonna get out
He's
with the dash of the wall.
He's fine.
So. Yeah, RTM here. Definitely want to try, I think, to play around this Olaf maybe in the side lane. See if they can get some objective bounty gold and maybe get a shutdown. I mean, Cassante does have that 300 gold to shut down as well, so could be a potential angle, but with the Baron spawning, definitely scary to spend an extra member bot lane.
Again, 5,000 gold lead now at 20 minutes for Lotus. They're feeling very comfortable, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
In this game. Crook and Sandflame. Does Crook actually win this 1v1 anymore? It looks like yes. If I had to guess, yes. Sandflame uses his ult to try to dash out, and Crook at least showing there's still some fight in ROTM. They're looking for ZKG. These charms just haven't quite been landing. Oh, he finally finds one onto Ivano, but they can't really follow up. Rapid is here on the backside. Puppey's untouched, but so is Legacy on the other side, and that's maybe the bigger threat. Oh. Pop Blossom over the wall! Oh, it only lands onto the Nautilus. That looked huge. Pup able to shut down Rapid. Legacy is just chasing him down, though, and there's not quite enough from ROTM. Legacy flashing forward. He's so fast. It's a double kill for him. Orb of Deception lands from Max, but he can't find the charm. A little bit of damage through. Orb? Oh, he just doesn't quite have enough damage yet. Now he walks into Ivano on the other side, who is disguised, I believe. W doesn't quite land. Max is still alive. The Ignite is going to be enough to finish him off. ZKG finally able to track down the Ahri. Pup got one shutdown, I believe, on Rapid. It wasn't a big one.
Yep.
If it was a shutdown, it might have just been a regular kill. But
I don't think he had one going into that fight, so unless he picked one mid fight, I don't think that's the case. So, yeah, really hard for RTM to execute in these team fights. I think there's just so much team fighting power for Lotus, and they've played it really well. Even though RTM has gotten the jump on them a couple times, it's just too overwhelming. So much AOE damage coming out from Legacy and Ivano. So,
yeah, now look, 3 completed items for Legacy. And 1.5 right now for Pup. I think he's sitting on some gold, if I had to guess. Yeah, he's got 1,500, so he's probably just trying to farm up to that second item completion. But still 1 item behind, even if you can free fire for as long as the Zeri has been, it doesn't get better just yet for Return of the Middlesticks. And now with Baron being threatened by Lotus, it's a difficult spot for Return of the Middlesticks.
Yeah, definitely is. I feel like anytime these ADCs are going to see Mave pick.
Definitely caught here. He's running the opposite direction for home. Drakowski's maybe trying to find a kind of counter pick on the other side, but yeah, this isn't really going to happen for Crook, unfortunately.
Yeah, this Olaf is kind of the one bright spot for RTM, and with him down, I think that's just going to be the Baron call. Drakowski might have a chance to steal here. That's kind of the only play I think RTM actually has, but...
Yeah, Vi charging with that Vault Breaker. I don't know that she really wants to go over the wall. She does onto the Drakowski. They're going to try to pull the trigger anyway. Pup gets knocked up by the Rakan. He's trying to fight his way out, but it's just not going to happen this time as Lotus runs over the fight. Legacy, I really like the way Rapid has played a lot of these fights on the Vi. He's held his ult for really key situations. And yeah, it's set up Legacy and Ivano so nicely.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the Xayah. I think it was a good pickup into the Vi individually, but the Nico is just so hard on top of it because you can avoid one bit of giant CC, but you can't avoid two.
Yeah, Drakowski and Max trying to fight with Ivano and ZKG. And, oh, the Comet isn't quite enough to finish off Drakowski.
Dragon would have finished him off if he wasn't invisible there, so maybe got a little bit lucky, but able to get out with just a little bit of HP.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Yeah, now gets hit by the rocket belt from Ivano. I don't exactly know what his plan is. Yeah, there really isn't one, unfortunately, as he gets taken down. Third dragon for Lotus. They're rolling in with Baron buff. Is there a point at which you think you can stop them if you're returning to the Middlesticks?
I mean, I think it's really on Lotus to mess up for RTM to have a chance at getting really a kill, not even a comeback, and kind of start that. So, oh man, Puppe in the mid lane here fighting Sandflame.
Yeah, he's trying his best, but Sandflame a little bit tanky at this point, able to pick up the solo kill on the 80 carry, and yeah, bad to worse seems like the name of the game, unfortunately, for ROTM. Drakowski can't really get anything done on that in. Boy Wonder just takes a couple of shots across the bow from Legacy as they continue rampaging their way on through the base.
That's going to be an easy pickup with RTM not having their ADC, not much that they can do here. I think we're going to see quite a bit of this series today if it's not banned away. I feel like anytime that an ADC is able to go this really tanky kind of bruiser build, they're automatically super, super good just because you have that extra built-in tankiness. And the Triforce gives Zeri quite a bit of movement speed, which she loves. So Legacy performing super well on the pick.
Yeah, seems a bit difficult to track down the Zeri, and then when you do, she's just got an extra 1,000 health for, I was going to say no particular reason. It's because she opted to build these items and doesn't really use a whole lot of DPS because of it. So,
yeah.
Sandflame is fine. All right. Yeah, Sandflame all of a sudden has 5 kills on the Cassante and has a shutdown. So
RTM definitely needs to try to find any place that they have a numbers advantage. I think that's about the only way that they actually have a chance here. Oh, hook through the tower.
That was kind of nasty from Boy Wonder. They're able to take down the Vi to start out with. And now, yeah, Boy Wonder gets collapsed on from the side. Ivano looking for that knockup. Does land only onto Puppe, but that's really who you wanted anyway. Sandflame is dominating. It's a double kill for the Nico as Sandflame dashes on through. Max gets knocked up. And it's a double kill for the Cassante. That was really nice collapse from Lotus, and they'll be able to, I imagine, finish off the game. We'll see if Crook has something special planned for him on the Olaf. Hits one undertow. He's in. He's starting to get some autos through. Yeah, this isn't really going to happen for him. It's an ace for Lotus as they finish off game number 1 and send us down to 0-1.
Yeah, a really clean game from them. Both teams had a really even early game. Wasn't much, but I feel like the draft just was executed so well for Lotus. They got all those premier picks, and they showed why they're the strongest on the patch. So congrats to them on the 1-0, and yeah, we'll be waiting to hear what our next round matchup is as the rest of the results kind of funnel through here.
All right, I'm gonna throw on some chill beats, and I guess we'll give you updates as soon as we have them on anything. So
It will probably be a long wait as the last NACL qualifier went. We got to wait for everybody to finish their games, and then they got to seed the matchups. So Yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll let you guys know when we're back.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Hello, friends on the stream. We have a matchup. Playing against Contingent Esports in round 2. Which means that we can start whenever, I'm pretty sure. So, just a matter of getting everybody back together and ready to go.
That's true. I'm gonna help set up the lobbies here. So
So it shouldn't be too long before we're back on the Rift. $115 isn't terrible for getting a second opponent.
yeah, unless they made a mistake, because I see that our match channel no longer exists. So
Our match doesn't make a whole lot of sense given the seating.
yeah, I think that their bot may have done something incorrect.
Well, so if they're going off of the challenge, they put the seedings in wrong for the bottom 16 teams. They reversed them for some reason.
Yeah, I think they have to do that so that they get the right matchups. I don't know. It's a very weird system, but let me see if it's different on their website.
Because, well, on their website it's the same matchup, but like,
Okay, so we are contingent.
by my math, none of that makes any sense. Because we're not the best team that lost. Right?
Correct.
Like,
That's how it should go.
the
Yeah, because there were 2
16-17
upsets already.
Well, the
Yeah.
16-17 should have a higher seed than us already. And then, like, yeah. If there were any upsets at all, which there were. It looks like there were 4. So, like, we should be playing
Yeah.
someone more middle of the, like, mid to high 20s.
All right, let me see. I think we can figure it out. Let me see if I can get it. So, if we look at round 1. Let me look at.
I mean, I'd take contingent, but, like, I don't think
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay. Oh, but it destroys our seating. Very cool. So let's see. So we're out of the. Let's see how many teams are above us.
I got 5. So I think we get the 6th closest seed that came through. By my math.
The mental gymnastics. Match ups are set. Okay. Working on the bracket. Yeah, their bot definitely messed up.
Yeah, if they're using challenge, it's just straight wrong. So, I don't know. I don't know what they're up to. It's kind of weird considering this is the third time that they've done this.
The first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
What do I know?
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
That's such a weird voice clip to include in a song.
Okay. RTM versus chaotic. That looks better.
Chaotic. Oh, Protoss and his boys won their first game.
Yeah. Number 20 chaotic. Sounds right.
Oh, that means we're middling of what happened. Interesting.
Oh, never mind. They forgot blue water. Is it just somebody else's trying to figure it out? Oh, these are O1. Got it.
Is that right?
I think, I mean, it looks right based on the guys going O1.
That would mean there were a ton of upsets.
There were like, so the 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, and 14 seeds all lost. So those are all
That's
upsets.
6. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
8 games. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. I'll buy it.
fight these guys.
What's their code that they prefer? CS? Chaotic Soul. As I praise them for their quick turnaround. Their brand issues.
That extra 300,000 coming in crazy. Nice. Alorem is posting Sonic feet memes in qualifier chat. Cool. Vic.
Suddenly, I'm glad I can't see.
Suddenly, he didn't mind not being included.
I like that people are trashing the committee in the support chat.
Yep.
Sometimes you just gotta, you know. I love if you go to the official website for this, it says, new entry registration's closed. But I could enlist as a free agent to advertise that I'm looking for a spot.
That's true.
So, maybe a team will pick me up today if I just post in here.
I'm playing some chess while I wait for to drop.
Have they given us an update or an ETA?
Nope.
Other than, oh, it was wrong?
Nope.
Or did they even say that?
They did say it was wrong. One guy that generated the matchups by hand is memeing on them that he did it faster. But other than that,
That's
all we got.
fair enough. Go off, young, whoever you are. Maybe I should join chat.
It's a funny time in here. You could meme farm a bit because everybody's just popping random gifs in there.
I have to get added first. The two tournament admins that are not really scrambling to figure out the bracket.
I like it's funny because the first qualifier it took a while. It was like 30 minutes to get our matchups, but now because it was wrong the first time, it's like so much worse now. It's so much longer. It's now at an hour. Our last match.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you. Oh, we got a ping.
Uh-oh.
But hello? Do we? Oh my god. Okay, so they said they got the matchups done, but according to the person doing it by hand, they have it.
They're wrong still?
Yeah, okay. I guess.
Jesus.
We'll see.
I mean, doing the matchups isn't actually that complicated, so I don't know why there's such an issue doing it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just math. It's not even math, really.
It's not even math. You just take whoever the highest seed is and put them with the lowest seed, and you just keep doing that until. Oh my. Yeah, 2 matches are wrong. Lol, okay, they messed it up again. Okay, they're fixing it. That's wild. That's crazy.
Well, should probably just pack it in and do 4 tomorrow, I guess.
Okay, on the challenge. Now they're gonna have everybody double checking their matchups the entire rest of the tournament. Just gonna.
Oh.
I'm just prepping the lobby.
Oh, they're just all here ready too. Which, I mean, fair enough. Lane, they want you to jump down.
It's gonna be a minute until we're playing anyway.
Well, they want you. Boy Wonder has specifically called you out. So it's their bot that's messing it. Maybe don't rely on the bot.
Just do it by hand. It literally takes so much faster.
I mean, do we even need all these match channels that they make?
Nope, because they get deleted like 5 minutes after the match ends, so it doesn't really make any sense to me, but. Right, gonna be right back. Or into the bathroom.
Leaving on the eve of the cast.
Yeah, I'm sure it will not be many minutes until this actually gets through.
He left and then they immediately set it up correctly. Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
You missed a draft link. Apparently one of their players is just streaming. Puppet said he's gonna ghost him, so he's not the opening.
I didn't think we were gonna need the full hour and a half, but
Apparently we did. Hopefully we don't tomorrow. Not be the biggest fan of that.
I do hope they get it figured out by tomorrow.
It's weird. So I'm added enough to Rodham that I can see the match channel and like our voice chat, but I can't see the qualifier chat. So
I don't know how you get access. I don't know. It's weird how you get access. I'm not exactly sure.
well, it's supposed to be from the bot when you are added to the team on Rally Cry. I
Uh-huh.
don't think I ever got added to the team this time.
Oh. Did you request it?
Yeah,
Let me.
but it doesn't really matter. It's just weird. Alright, Rodham's ready draft. I guess I should get some slightly more hype music. Don't need lo-fi beats
Oh,
to study.
There we go. We started. It's happening.
Alright, well, everybody wake up. I'm gonna post in the Rodham Discord really quick.
Dang. We're off to the races.
Alright, welcome back. This is an 0-1 match between Rodham and Chaotic Esports Solar. We're banning stuff. Udyr. Lucian, Cassante, Melio, and Zeri are gone.
Yeah, we win is a very big Udyr player. Definitely by far the most played. This should be a Nico first pick if I've ever seen.
Anyway, yeah, that looks like a Nico first pick to me, and there it is.
Yep, not surprising. Had it taken away from us last game, and it's going to be picked up here. Yeah, the red side just, you have so many prio picks, whether it's by Belio or Zeri, that you have to ban away. RTM gets rid of the Cassante and the Lucian, and so there just feel like so many have to ban picks. But Nautilus going to be taken away for Chaotic Solar here early with the support pick. And Gragas, which is a nice flex. You can flex it between mid, jungle, and top, so you're not giving away a lot of information for RTM here with that Gragas pick. I'm interested to see if they'll try to match it up in mid, but I feel like melees really struggle against Nico, so I would guess this is going top or mid, jungle, but we'll see.
Yeah, Maokai is another flex theoretically, although it's typically just jungle.
Yeah,
at this point,
nowadays for
like.
sure. Yeah.
But back to the Olaf for Crook, it looks like. He had a good early game last time. Oh, did you get the number of kills for last game?
I did.
Okay.
We had 8.
We can talk about why that's important later. That can be our 3-minute delay or whatever.
Perfect.
But yeah, now Radom, maybe a support, maybe a jungle. Still looking at Maokai. And that'll be locked in. I know it's a strong jungler, and I know it's a good pick. I hate seeing good junglers play Maokai. You know, it feels like a waste of talents. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be locked in. It gives a lot of frontline, a lot of reliable engage to return to the Middlesticks. So
Yeah, I do think it's a little weird, the Olaf priority for RTM in these first 2 games. Maybe they saw something in draft and were like, Olaf's just good into everything this guy wants to play if we ban away Cassante or something like that. But Gnar going to be the pickup into him. So the top sides, I guess we have a Nautilus for Chaotic, but RTM's top side is locked in here. I expect a lot of, I would be surprised if Jinx and Aphelios make it through these sets of bans. Left here. Oh, and the Yuumi.
oh, Yuumi was
Go
still up.
away.
No one wanted the Yuumi.
It's a little wild.
I mean, who wants to play Yuumi?
I guess so, but yeah, teams seem to have a lot of priority on the pick right now, so kind of surprising they made it through for both teams here.
I think it's a good pick. I just don't. I have met one
Maybe-
support player that likes playing it. And
Yeah.
Of course, he's the guy that casts with me most of the time. But you know.
Yeah, I wonder if RTM was just worried because Nautilus was already locked in and they didn't want Yuumi to face the wrath of the Nautilus pick of the bot lane, but
Yeah.
it seems like even if you don't get too far behind, then Yuumi ends up scaling pretty good. So
You could have gone for a face the wrath of the Titan. Gone full firelight on him.
oh yeah,
Varus is gone, and Ezreal. So you were saying Jinx and Aphelios shouldn't make it through. But both of them are fine so far. This could
I
be
think
one
they
of
will
the-
both make it now because my guess is it's going to be a trade here, but I guess we'll see what Chaotic decides to pair with this Nautilus. Could be like Kaisa or something. They've got a lot of already like go in engage CC heavy champions, so
Radom
my guess is we'll
Ari.
see an ADC picked here.
Yeah, Kaisa makes a lot of sense.
Saya,
Saya?
interesting.
Does that force Radom to pick Rakan then?
I guess you could see a world. Oh, actually, this Braum pick I think might be pretty decent here.
Yeah, Brahm's actually pretty thick against most of.
Yeah, they're very melee, short range, heavy so far. So yeah, I like the Braum pick up here because even if you go Rakan, Braum's still going to be really effective since he's melee.
Yeah, and Braum just shuts down Saya. Is good against Gnar. You can stop the boomerang if he comes in mini at any point, which just stops his wrath generation, his anger, his
Fury?
Gnar bar. Fury.
Yeah.
That was the word I was. Some synonym, you know. Aphelios feels a little strange, but that's
I think it's
just
just
going to be locked in for Puppet. It's a good all-around pick. You just tend to
Yeah.
want him more against divers. There aren't that many divers so far, but chaotic.
yeah. I think it's just the best AD carry
Oh,
left
they
up here.
they're not going to pick Rakan. They have Nautilus. I don't know where my head's at.
Well, it could be not mid, Gragas top, Gragas
yeah, I
jungle,
guess not
Gnar,
mid is a
because
thing,
not mid's
yeah.
a thing right now. But yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but it's possible. And Victor going to be locked in to match this Nico. So yeah, RTM very frontline heavy. I think the Braum pick was really decent. Victor was a nice kind of counter to help get them out of the melee range that they were in. Get you some longer range poke on the Victor that isn't going to be as affected by Braum, but
Yeah, I'm
good to go.
kind of curious about this top lane actually with Crook. I don't know how Olaf versus Gnar really goes. If Gnar is able to keep his distance well against Olaf, if that's like a actual good matchup for Gnar, or if it's just what Maces wanted to play today.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it'll play out for sure. I mean, Gnar does have the range advantage, but if you get hit by an axe from Olaf, especially if it's TP Ghost Olaf, which I'm assuming is going to be, he has a lot of ways to stay on top of you, even if you have the jump. So
All right, we're all readied up, and there we go into blind pick. I wonder who
nice.
will be picked this time. Anyway, 0-1 match. So both teams dropped their first game. This is seed 18 versus seed 20. So a lot of upsets in kind of the middling range. It seemed like, which you could shit on the committee if one chose to.
I mean, it's also best of one, so like,
Yeah.
there's gonna be some volatility that's not gonna be expected. If it was a best of 3 series, you don't know how like people are gonna show up first game of the day, whether they just woke up or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think those first games definitely can be weird. Maybe you just had a bad draft or a bad read or something, but
Yeah, it tends to even out a little bit throughout the 5-game set, but one could make a case that maybe the committee doesn't know what
it definitely seems to be a common theme in the Discord so far. So
Well, I'm trying to think I had a segue and I just don't have one, so we're just gonna rip the band-aid off. It's June, it's Pride Month. We're doing donations for every Return of the Middlesticks kill this month. Currently have pledged, donation tracker, load, okay, $93 so far.
Yep.
Off of the results of 3 games, so pretty cool to see. If you're interested in donating, please check out our Discord or give us a message on Twitter, anything like that. We'd really appreciate the support, and I know that Trevor Project also would, as it's a pretty big thing right now to help donate for Pride Month if you have a little bit to spare.
And of course, if anybody wants to join, you feel free to send me a DM on Discord, and yeah, we have you can add some funky rules. We've had people do specific team members' deaths before. We have some donations based on pentakills, but of course the kill counter is the big one, and even a 1 cent donation per kill would be probably between $5 and $10. So always a great, great ad. Any dollar that you can help
Yeah.
with helps out a lot.
And if you were thinking about subscribing to the Rodham Discord, I'd encourage, or the Rodham Twitch, I'd encourage you instead this month to donate that $5 to our Pride campaign if you just want to. So, cool. Got that out of the way. Minute 30 to go. Rodham, it feels like, got a lot more of their power picks just by being on blue side this game. But do you feel like they overall have a better draft than they did in game 1?
I think definitely. They didn't give over 4 of the premier picks, which was great, and that's a big improvement from the last time. But I think the big one is Nico. Nico is just such a great team fighter, lane bully, kind of does it all right now. And so for that to be the pick left open, you feel pretty good about it. And we kind of saw that Zaya wasn't quite able to counter it in the last game, and she's going to have a lot to deal with. I don't think the Feather Storm is going to be quite enough for all the dive potential that there is. So
yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. Of course, game 1 got the Nico Zeri experience on the enemy team, so try to rebound from that one. I didn't see, I know someone posted, it looks like Solar had the, alright. They were against Zeri Yumi, so neither team wanting to see Zeri again, I imagine. They also were against a Katarina, so that's kind of interesting as well.
Yep.
And somehow Nico went unpicked and unbanned.
Yeah, I can't believe that Nico got through, but also maybe just both players didn't have any games on it or something like that. But I think you have to be playing Nico in this tournament. It's just such a good pick.
Oh, here we go into game number 2 of the day. Winner's going to feel a lot better about their positioning heading into tomorrow. Looking at trying to go 2-1 on a day rather than needing to go for a 3-game sweep feels much more doable.
Yeah, 1-1 doesn't feel nearly as bad, and you should be like with the middle pack teams. So definitely looking to pick up a win here, build some momentum going into game 2 or into day 2 tomorrow.
Well, here we go onto the Rift. For game number 2 on the blue side is Return to the Middlesticks premiere. On the red side, Chaotic Solar.
Do a little speed up to get up to speed.
Yeah, we did a little zoom in. I haven't seen this Maokai skin in game yet, so this will be kind of cool.
Now we have to see. It looks like RTM is grouping up here on bot. They may look to just stack this and try to counter a not engage, but
No,
Braum is really strong level 1.
Yeah, we're headed straight in, it looks like. They're not going to spot anything. Axe doesn't land from Crook. He's been trying to lead with those axes both games. Just see if you can catch a quick slow onto anybody. Really weird, they didn't spot anybody, even though this isn't like a traditional 5-point. Nostalgia Lee got the word on the top side and then went, or no, he went into the bush at bottom, backed, and then is now coming in. He would have been at that 5th spot in a traditional 5-point, but avoiding all of that for now.
That's an interesting Maokai skin. I have not seen that one yet.
Yeah, the new DRX Maokai.
Oh, is that? Oh, he has the trophy in his head. That's great.
Okay, Drakowski and Crook are going to get spotted on this ward, which means that this is full info now for Chaotic Solar, but Rodham a little bit in the dark. I'm paused at 1:30 for the stream break.
Yep, it paused for me too. So Spectate is struggling a little bit recently. So
it does it on
as
30
always.
seconds, is what I've noticed. Like exactly the 30-second mark of some minute. Like it's not every time at 1:30, but yeah, the last one was at 6:30. It happened a couple of times during the other series they've done this week. Anyway, hook at level 1 from Nostalgia Lead, getting a little bit of damage down onto Boy Wonder. Have to be a bit careful here. Puff's gonna get a stun though. They get the Ignite. They're just trying to rip through. Boy Wonder's pretty low. Ignite comes out in response as well. Oh, he gets the stun and sidesteps the hook. Pup? I can't tell who's actually winning this trade, but it's very entertaining.
Yeah, that's for sure. But it is going to be level 2 coming out first for Nostalgia Lee and Young Jay. So
Yeah, maybe worth just for that. Pup can heal up, of course, with his crescendo, or not crescendo, Healy gun, whatever one it is.
yeah, he did start Cole notably. So I don't know how much fighting they're going to want to look to do in this early game. But Maokai already pathing down.
Yeah, actually, both junglers zipping their way down. Both junglers started blue side, so... And again, this is only known by one team. There's a couple of pings coming out, the gank from Grukowski coming in, Kale's going off. There's a lot of things happening. The flash in, looking for Nostalgia Lee. They know he doesn't have flash, but it's first blood on the counter gank from Wenwin. Boy Wonder in a little bit of trouble. He's got a flash away, and the counter gank from Wenwin is perfectly timed for Chaotic Solar.
Yeah, it was a nice look there from ROTM, definitely wanting to try to punish that early flash going down, but weren't quite able to do it with a really nice counter gank. Perfectly timed body slam to save his teammates and get the kill.
Yeah, really, really good use of the information that they acquired earlier from their deep ward. And yeah, already this is, I think, a bigger gold lead than anyone had in game 1 until like the 19-minute mark or so. Man, Nara is just very frustrating to play against as a competitive melee champion. Junglers are on opposite sides of a wall from each other here, coming toward bot lane. Pup gets hit by the anchor, Drakowski and Wenwin scrapping it out, but only one of them has double buffs. He'll get slowed just a little bit. Everybody's out.
Yep.
Everything is fine.
The phase rush coming in clutch there for Drakowski, able to kind of get out, get some spells down, and get out of the way. But it looks like Wenwin is going to try to gank in mid here.
Yeah, gets spotted by Max. Just gonna take a casual chunk of his health for his trouble. That hook lands? Boy Wonder's dead. That was wild. That went through the minions. Like, so I know the minions are like deterministic, and they're in slightly different positions in the spectator client than they are in live. So every once in a while, those hooks just go through the minions. But you know, that hook's kind of some bullshit sometimes. I mean, we saw Boy Wonder hit one through the tower in game 1.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that knot hook definitely has some extra range on it. Seems like it can just kind of curve around a lot of things. So really nice pickup though for Chaotic Solar, especially in a counter matchup like this. Really big to get those kills early. It does go onto the Nautilus a little bit, unfortunately, but you're gonna take those when you can get them for sure.
Yeah, but being up Noon Quiver to Kerche's Shard is not insignificant this early on.
Oh, Crook
is going for it under the tower. Oh, that undertow
minions
took him low. The minions are aggroed on Crook, unfortunately, so I don't think they're really going to help out in this situation. Maces has to blow his flash, and he'll head back to base, and he'll have to take a little bit longer of a path back. Crook, I don't think, can really stay, so it's just going to be the one wave shove, I imagine. Maybe he can. Maybe he's got enough lifesteal.
Maces has no TP notably, so he's going to be able to at least get a plate, and there's no jungler on the top side here, so I don't think anything's going to push him off.
Nostalgia Lee fishing again for these hooks. They've been pretty devastating early on. I think that's the first one we've really seen miss from him.
Yeah,
but
that
Dragon
bot
number
lane
1
priority is going to be Dragon.
Yeah. Chaotic should grab that one with no problem. And they'll have a Chemtech Dragon under their belt.
First Drake of the game, 6 minutes in. I think both teams will probably start thinking about the Rift Herald right about now. That spawns at 8 minutes. We'll have to see. I think it's a little far for Nostalgia.
Yeah, he'll take a lot of damage from Puppe. He's got green-white, so decent gun combo right now, but it's still just trying to stall out this minion wave, and it's been good that Puppe's been relatively even in CS thus far, as shoved in as they've been, as under pressure as they've been from Nostalgia Lee. They have slightly better health bars right now.
Yeah, he does have the coal as well, so even he being up, even in farm is giving him a slight advantage in the gold, because he gets an extra gold for every one that he kills.
Yeah. I mean, other than the 2 assists.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
And we see both teams kind of pinging around this herald that's set to spawn here in 15 minutes or 15 seconds. Supports making their way topside.
ooh, they said like a moss, like a mouse, like a moz,
I would say Maz, but
to bottom lane to pick up this minion wave. He'll be ISO'd against Puppet. So you need to send Boy Wonder up there to at least have the 4v4 in the area for the Rift Herald. Do you actually want to fight this if you're ROTM is a question that you probably have to ask yourself right now. Would be important. You are even in the amount of ultimates available? Oh no, actually both of the bot lanes still level 5 for Chaotic. So down an ult, Olaf walking in, they'll get the Pop Blossom up, get a couple knocked up. They'll take down Nostalgia Lee to start out with. Maces gets hit, but he's about to turn Mega. Max, do they have the stun?
Ooh.
Oh, the Nard just dodged out, and they'll turn that one back around on him. A double kill for Crook. And
Yeah,
Rift
the
Herald gonna
whiff.
go to ROTM. Wenwin might be in trouble. Crook could just turn this one on him. Okay, he's got the belly flop away, belly slam away.
yeah, that was RTM just deciding to pull the trigger early there, and with their big ults, were able to pick up the Rift Herald, pick up a couple kills for themselves. I don't know what happened to the bot lane there, but maybe Puppet was forced out. So, Lycamaz is going to return at least some gold back, getting 1, maybe 2 plates here. Looks like it will be 2.
Yeah, and that just seems like a weird decision to fight there with Young Jay and Nostalgia Lee didn't have their ults. They were level 5. So you, no matter what, are down 1 ult. Well, we might get the bot lane fight in mid lane right now. There's the ults being used. Pup still has his available if he wants to with the Moonlight Vigil.
Yeah, everything neutralized there. Oh, they might go for it here.
Ignite. Pup gets the stun. There's the Moonlight Vigil. A little bit extra damage. Does he have the shots through? They're going to lose Boy Wonder. Hook dodged out. More things happening. Crook is just diving underneath the tower. Gets the kill with the Bilgewater, or the... It's not Bilgewater Cutlass anymore. It's Iron Spike Whip. I didn't have to look at that. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh!
And Lycamaz.
Like a Moz just does the Victor thing. Flashes.
More
and hits
fighting
the
around this mid
Chaos
lane.
Storm. More fighting coming through the Maokai ult. Oh!
What is happening right now in this mid lane?
Everyone's so low. The phase rush for Drakowski's going to get him out. Max has been able to pick up a plate in the bottom side while that's all happening. Maces gets a plate on the top side, maybe a second one here soon. Wenwin is still looking for a little bit more as Boy Wonder's been able to return to the fight now with Nostalgia Lee. There's the second plate for Max as he just takes a chunk out of Young Jay for no reason.
I feel like we just watched like a dance circle in the mid lane there. Like everybody was kind of posturing around mid, and then one person found their way to the center with another person, and they had a little dance battle till one of them died. It was just on repeat there. That's funny.
Yeah, this symmetrical violence isn't really benefiting anyone. Max, yeah, the caster minion chasing him into the river. I wonder how that's going to go. Pop Blossom from Max gets a big knockup, but the rest of Chaotic is here to try to join. Pup rejoins around, but Crook is here on the teleport. He just goes in and murders Young Jay, and now he has to try to evacuate. Maces is low, but he's going to turn into Mega Gnar. Does he have anything? The flash away from Puppe is able to secure that kill. More violence happening. Winner's bite. There's the knockup, the double knockup from Boy Wonder. The blooming burst from Max picks up another kill, and ROTM is going to wind up with the extra, but the jungler and the mid laner are still alive for Chaotic Solar, so they can't really start the dragon. Wenwin, not on a ward, gonna belly slam into Boy Wonder. He's able to absorb most of that combo. Crook just hits him with the undertow. Now like a Maz, maybe in a little bit of trouble, but he's got the Chaos Storm just ticking onto Puppe. Wenwin over the wall is able to survive, and Crook gets hit by the barrel, but now in comes Young Jay looking for a little bit more, but I don't think he really wants to fight solo on Messiah, so he'll back his way back out. And yeah, what happened there?
I'm pretty sure I saw in the team chat before this game that both teams mutually agreed to make Maris work as hard as possible. It's just so much fighting around this Drake here. RTM was a little low and didn't want to commit after the fight, but Win just walking back into them, trying to fight after that point, and the Rift Herald gonna be spawned here. They're trying to get it in before the 14-minute mark.
Yeah,
so.
it also might have been about to time out if they grabbed it a little after 8. Yeah, that's about the right amount of time. So, gotta drop that one. Don't want to completely waste it. You can make the clone back. That's disgusting. All right.
That's wild, actually. I feel like that you could play some interesting mind games with that.
Yeah, that one was a little more obvious because Max was over there throwing skills out on the top side, but like,
right.
That feels a little bit nasty. If you know your opponent has vision, you can play some really weird games with that. Dragon going to be started up by Rodham. It looks like CSO not going to offer any engagement this time, so Dragon count leveled. Max flashes for the Tangle Barbs into the knockup. Crook is here. He doesn't really care about the CC that's happening as he walks through with his Ragnarok, and the shutdown goes to Max.
And that's a really nice pickup there. Just so much CC that this NACL character is able to deliver by herself.
Boy Wonder maybe in a little bit of trouble. Uses the Glacial Fissure. Flash forward from Young Jay. Oh, the Moonlight Vigil just didn't connect, and now the hook lands onto Puppe. They'll be able to chew through Nostalgia Lee, but they can't quite finish off Young Jay. Boy Wonder just trying to fight his way out back toward Max. They just need one tick of damage, and there's the auto from Max to finish it off. A 2-for-2 trade. It's going to or 2-for-1 trade, excuse me. Very slightly benefits Rodham.
Yeah, both ADCs going down there, but yeah, Puppe and Boy Wonder fighting the 2v2 really well there. Some nice side steps by Puppe, able to just keep him alive long enough to get one of the kills, and then on the backside there, Max comes in to clean it up.
Yeah, Max showing his familiarity with Nico recently. Saw him have a rough lane in game 1 against the Nico. This time he gets it, and he's showing off just a little bit some of the tech that he's got in his pocket.
It's crazy how much CC she has. You can basically stun someone for 6 seconds if you combo your stun with your R. So it's really, really debilitating and a really good gank setup, as we kind of saw earlier. So as we get into these team fights, be sure to watch how Max uses that ultimate.
Oh, second Rift Herald also started up by ROTM. Everyone's up here, but I don't think that Chaotic really wants to do a whole lot. They've got like a mouse split, just taking down the tower. They'll get a hook onto Boy Wonder. Cask doesn't blow him back into the team. Max looking for an entrance, not going to find anything with the Tangle Barbs, and we're just throwing skills across this chasm right now without any real benefit to either side. All 5 people from RTM are here. Drop the Rift Herald over the wall. You could drop the Nature's Grasp as well, but it's going to force Chaotic back off of the mid lane tower, and RTM will pick that one up. Victor was able to clean up the bottom lane tower while all this is happening, but yeah, we're still looking for this one. Wenwin able to dodge back out. They've got a lot of retreating abilities. The Pop Blossom just lands on one. Crook picks up the kill on Wenwin, but look out for Maces on the side. They've already taken down Max. The Chaos Storm starting to do some damage. Maces is like one auto away from being able to transform. Now he's got one. They'll be able to track down Boy Wonder. The burn from Like a Moz takes that kill down, and Chaotic able to strike back on a little overextension from ROTM, and they might be able to grab the counter mid lane tower.
Yeah, I think that is going to be the case here, unless Puppe can clear the minions well enough to defend it. Looks like he's going to be able to, so yeah, RTM overstepping a little bit.
Oh, teleport in from Crook. They're still looking for a little bit more. Undertow lands onto Nostalgia Lee. They'll burn him down as Puppe takes home his 3rd kill of the game, and RTM has about a 2,000 gold lead. They strike back. They defend the mid lane tower. So if you're looking for those incremental advantages, there they are coming through for Puppe and ROTM.
Yeah, Crook is just so big on this Olaf. Finds another kill for himself there after the TP, but I think notably, while all this mess was going on in the mid lane, Leica Maz has kind of slowly been accumulating a nice CS lead, been able to sit in that side lane, get some extra farm, and has 4 kills for himself, which is really, really big for the Victor. Definitely the player you want to have a lot of the gold here if you're Chaotic Solar.
Yeah, have to watch a lot of those abilities as they go off in the fight. That Chaos Storm will start really making an impact, especially if Pup and Max aren't able to avoid that or avoid the gravity well. It doesn't matter as much to Crook. He just kind of runs through it with Ragnarok.
Yeah, definitely. This dragon going to be spawning here in 30 seconds. Team's kind of posturing around. It's very big that RTM was able to keep that mid lane tower. Gives them an advantage when it comes to prio in that mid lane. So they're going to be able to walk together after pushing the wave, get their vision down, clear out some vision, and then be on this dragon when it spawns.
Yeah, pretty much everything available for every team. Just a couple of summoner spells missing is about it. So could be a big climactic 5v5 fight that we have over this dragon. Meanwhile, Max is just split pushing up on the top side. He's worked that tower down to pretty low health. If he can take down this wave, but it looks like we're going to have the fight first. Teleport in from Max, but they've already picked off Nostalgia Lee to start out the fight. Papa picks up that kill. Now Mace's teleports in as well. You're looking at double Drakowski, but one of those is Nico. You've got to watch out. This top side is the Nico, but now gets belly slammed by Wenwen. Boy Wonder's in trouble as he'll be taken down by Young Jay. Just a little bit of damage. The Ignite isn't quite enough to finish off Young Jay on the Xayah, but Victor is still full health, and that's a very dangerous proposition for RTM, and they're going to have to back off.
Yeah, that's for sure. Lycama is positioning really well. I think RTM definitely overextended there, trying to find a little bit too much after the initial pickup of the Nautilus. If you can't get onto the Victor, it's going to be really, really hard for RTM to play these fights, and he is just putting out so much damage, especially when he can play front to back. So look to target him as we get further into this game. That is going to be the second dragon picked up for Chaotic Solar.
Yeah, and both supports kind of having the engage frontline support game. They're going in and dying for their teams. And those have been the only victims of most of these fights. Is 4 deaths so far in Boy Wonder and 6 now for Nostalgia Lee. Sometimes you got to put your body on the line to find that pick.
That's for sure. And we've got Baron spawning right now, so team's gonna move away from that bot side, try to get up some vision around the top side, around the Baron. I think it'll still be a little bit until we actually see a team elect to go for it. Probably these outer towers will be closer to going down before that happens, but you want to be able to make sure no team sneaks it here.
Yeah, Maces has the Trinity Force on the Gnar, which is a newer build. Thanks, Freak, for buffing Trinity Force, I guess.
Yeah, he also made sure that...
Oh, the minion gank from Max! They'll get the CC in, and they'll find the pick onto Victor. Max has to get out of this Chaos Storm, though. That thing is doing a lot of damage. Oh, they get the vision! I love the blue trinket! Oh, the burn is enough to finish off Max, so it's a 1-for-1.
Wow, that was like a really nice play there from Max. The counting was failed there by Lycamaz. Wasn't able to see that the minion was indeed the Nico. But in the end, trades 1-for-1 and a 1v2, so can't ask for much better than that.
The blue trinket was the MVP, actually, though. It got enough vision that the Chaos Storm continued to follow Max into the bush and got one more tick. That was the tipping factor for the kill.
Oh my.
So,
I forget that it works that way. That
yeah, when you think that you have something resembling game knowledge of a challenger player, and then you see something like that, it's like, oh yeah, no, these guys are way fucking better than I am. But again, mid lane tower not going to go down. I don't think there was a real priority on that one, but now top lane tower does as Chaotic Solar pushes in. It's about a 1,500 gold lead now for Rodham. It's been chewed into just a little bit as some of the beef boys just walk into each other. Nostalgia Lee doesn't really have anywhere to go at the end of this one. Moonlight Vigil over the wall. One more auto? It's just not quite going to happen now. The Nature's Grasp is going to secure the kill at the end of that one, but Max is in so much trouble. He's got to flash out of the Chaos Storm in order to stay alive again.
Yeah, and this Victor pick is actually proving pretty effective against the Nico. It has to kind of put herself in there. And so if you drop that Chaos Storm on top of her, it's really hard for her to get out of it. RTM is going to try to start up the Baron here with the support for Chaotic Solar going down, TPing in for Crook.
Yeah, Crook is here. Second Crook is Nico. Going to get the Tangle Barbs. Gets the double knockup, and they'll take down the Gragas. They'll be able to try to chase Maces. One more auto will get the stun, but he's got the flash over the wall. Drakowski is single-minded determination on top of this Baron. He has not left it, and they will be able to eventually take that one down. So extra kill and the Baron for Return of the Middlesticks, and they'll cement what I would say is their first real significant lead of the game.
Yeah, that's for sure. And it was well played there from RTM. With the numbers advantage, they kind of bait the Baron to get win-win to have to commit to go in. He walks a little bit too far forward. Max ends up ulting him and killing him off so that they just secure the Baron outright.
Crook is looking for Nostalgia Lee. He's got the he's gonna go in and sacrifice himself.
Nostalgia
by a little
Lee.
bit of time. Poor Nostalgia Lee. This is the full Nautilus experience. Every once in a while, you hit every hook and you win the game. You don't die. It's just perfect. But then sometimes you hit every hook, but you're 2-8. Oh, a big flash forward from Drakowski, able to take down Young Jay. Meanwhile, the Chaos Storm is just ticking through Crook. He's gonna be fine. Look at the root onto like a moss, but tower's already gone down. They've got a minion wave pushing in bottom as well, with Max already working his way through that tower. So the Baron push looking pretty good for Return of the Middlesticks thus far.
Yeah, this has been an incredibly scrappy game. Both teams really trying to find their footing. I think if Chaotic Solar can find a fight where they're connected and fight front to back, they do have a chance to get back in this game. Victor, of course, is very, very strong, so he needs to be able to safely be able to hit people, but has not been able to do that in the last couple fights with his front line and Nostalgia lead going down.
Yeah, these fights, you're looking at Victor and you're looking like and you're looking at Aphelios. That's going to be about it.
We get pause here as the TP comes in on the top side, which is a little unfortunate timing, but it looks like Boy Wonder is having some internet issues. So.
Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. Yeah, we'll get you an update as soon as we see anything, but for now, game paused. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about for now. What do you think, Lane?
Well, RTM's definitely in a decent spot here. Up 6K, which is really, really nice. It kind of seemed like anybody was going to come out of this early game ahead, but RTM has found the fight they need to at the right time and kind of put themselves ahead at the 24-minute mark. And it sounds like Boy Wonder reconnected, so hopefully we'll be back to the game soon. And there it is.
Oh, it doesn't even give
it didn't show us chat. Wow.
Well, and then it immediately pauses, so.
The classic.
We're back live in game. There's a teleport to top lane by Victor. And so we wait for the Riot client to
Wow, that was long.
Yeah, that was quite a pause. Like a Maz just hitting the laser onto Crook. Oh, Tangle Barbs lands onto Nostalgia Lee. It's just been a couple of pixels that have cost Nostalgia Lee a couple of times.
More than a couple at this point,
Yeah.
but yeah, it definitely definitely seems to be the member that RTM is picking on the most here. Oh,
Yeah.
using the Nico bait. Gets the Gragas ult.
Yeah, in comes the Maokai ult as well, just to get everyone to back off of the tower, and that'll be secured by Return of the Middlesticks.
And without that tool, I don't think they're going to push it much further here. But a really nice series here, able to pick up all the outer towers on this Baron push, which is nice for RTM. Get a couple jungle camps for themselves on the way out. And they'll look to reset here with quite a sizable gold lead.
Oh, I hadn't seen the explosion of those Maokai saplings. Oh, they're
Yeah.
little llamas. What?
I
But
don't-
Deft is the llama, and he's not Maokai.
That's the lore, I guess. If people are confused why there seem to be Ivern buffs on the screen right now, they recently made a change that all buffs after the jungle smite gets finished, they are shared between the jungler and whoever takes it. So
I think it's interesting that having the smite entitles you to a buff now.
I think it was more just Freak wanting to change it so he could stop it having his junglers complain about not getting red buff. Must be it.
Yeah. I think Freak single-handedly determines the game now.
Yeah. Every ADC buffing change will just be attributed to Freak from now on.
Yeah, I was very excited when he decided to stop casting, but then it just got worse when he took over balance. So I don't know. I don't know if I can put up with his casting more than I dislike his changes to the game.
I think when I first, oh man.
Oh, well, Pop Blossom lands. Oh my god, they just eliminate
goodbye.
like a mods. Those are the two people you don't want to run into if your Chaotic Solar is Max and Pup. Find the pick onto the Victor, and they'll just start rolling through the base now. They'll get the inhibitor down, unless something really fantastic happens here in the next couple of seconds, but it doesn't look like it will, and RTM should be able to back out.
That's such a hard place to be for like a Moz. He was so far back and still was not. It was still in range of the Nico with the Protobelt flash, and that pick is exactly what you want for RTM. There's no way you can fight this without the Victor up. But Chaotic Solar is posturing.
Yeah, they're looking for the chase down, but I don't think that they can find a whole lot. They know Lycamos has his teleport available, so if they get him into a position that they can get a TP flank from Victor, might be able to find some picks, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to do a whole lot other than just kind of push RTM off.
Yeah, I mean, delaying their backs here is decent because you should be able to kind of push out and then maybe get some vision topside, give yourself some clues to when RTM might be looking to do this dragon, and so, or this Baron that's coming up. It's definitely not bad to stop some backs.
Oh,
I also
this one's
paused. Yeah.
28:45, not a 30. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? It's still a nice round number. It's like
I
every
like
15 seconds it just can't keep up with the server or something.
Ooh, I like what Chaotic Solar is trying to do here. They're trying to just kind of sit in a bush, but
Oh,
Maokai ult
they're
gonna come
looking
through.
for Drakowski. Masus is into
Oh
the back line.
my.
He just can't quite find the scoop that he needs onto Crook, and Crook is now into the back line. Max
Oh
just
my.
tears through with the Pop Blossom on the backside. Everything falling apart for Chaotic Solar. Wenwin goes golden, but it just doesn't matter. A double kill for Crook, a double kill for Drakowski, and like a moss, the last one alive for Chaotic Solar as teleports being channeled. The base should be a shambles before too long. The llama gonna find the teleporting when like a moss, excuse me, but now the Victor, the last line of defense for Chaotic Solar, but I don't think he can really stand against the combined might of Return of the Middlesticks at this point. And RTM going to improve to 1-1 for the NACL OQ. And Chaotic Solar falls to 0-2 after that.
Yeah, definitely a very sloppy, kind of scrappy game in the early game. Teams trading kills back and forth, and RTM just kind of found the one fight and were able to blow the game open with the Baron, and took over from there. So nice that we finished 1-1 today. Helps us out a lot. Again, we got to get to those 3 wins, and we've got 3 games tomorrow. So hopefully RTM's going to be able to do it. But nice to get one win under the belt.
Yep. So need to look for a 2-1 day tomorrow in order to qualify for the GSL bracket stage. Um, Chaotic Solar needs to have a reverse sweep kind of attitude. They need to win all 3 of their matches tomorrow in order to make it. So that'll do it for us today. I did see there's a copy pasta. What am I reading today? Oh, the old Chad copy pasta. Jeez, we're really breaking them out here. Um, When both teams are even in gold, Chad feels that ROTM is at a great advantage, and thus does not hesitate to start a team fight. When ROTM is 3k behind in gold, Chad thinks that ROTM is at a small advantage, so he starts a team fight to secure their lead. When ROTM is behind 7k in gold, Chad thinks that ROTM is at a disadvantage, and so he looks for a team fight to regain control of the game. When ROTM is 10k behind in gold, Chad thinks that the team has reached a desperate situation, and they are only passively waiting for their death if he does not start a team fight.
There you go.
Ergo, just start a team fight.
It's been a great day casting with you, Maris. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been a fun time. Hopefully, there's less delay in between games tomorrow, so that we can get a little bit of a move on. But that'll do it for us today. Who are we gonna raid? Is anyone? Team Ambition's streaming right now, so go watch Team Ambition close out their day, and we'll see you tomorrow back at noon.